Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Moderna series, Unleash Your Trading Instinct. I'm loving to day trade this stock. It moved $30 yesterday. I made a video for you guys, but it got corrupted. I didn't get to finish, but regardless, let's just jump into it. Let's see what I had talked about in that video and what kind of developed today and the patterns that are happening intraday. This is a money-making stock. Definitely follow it. You need a higher risk tolerance because it moves $10, $20, $30 in a day. But if you're technical and smart and position yourself properly, it's extremely profitable. So let's jump into the chart, shall we? Here we have Moderna on the docket, this hot stock. It's moving like crazy. So in yesterday's video, what I wanted to explain is we didn't get long on this trade because we didn't fill the gap in the morning right away before it took off. So it was a no deal. We didn't do anything. We missed the opportunity. It's a $30 move, and that's okay. This sets up for the next day. It's a setup for the next day that we can take advantage of. And what we discussed is that we have this bull flag pattern here is what we had set up. And what we discussed is if we, open down here and we kind of, test this support here and take off, we might dip our toes here and then add our positions here. That was the plan yesterday. Now, the second scenario is what actually unfolded today's. If we open below this area of support, we were probably just going to melt and then go and retest these lows. So I'm going to flip to a previous video that I made and talked about, what we were to expect from Moderna in the coming days and weeks, and then you'll see exactly what's happening here on the daily chart right after. Okay, so let's go and take a look at that breakdown candles, and that's why we tested the lows here exactly of this breakup candle, and it was a really good buying opportunity. And what we could see here is we can then see this consolidate in here. So there might be some whipsawing around up in this range, back and forth, before we decide to go any higher or any lower. So I expect a lot of volatility. I'm going to be looking my next. So let's flip to the daily chart, and as you can see, what we're talking about is actually what's happening. We said that we would probably see some volatility in between this trading range. Right now, we're really just sticking to this trading range, but I think we're probably going to break out and test this breakdown candle high here at 443. That's most likely going to happen. What we need to do first is close above 412. We need to start closing 412 on a 5-minute, 15-minute chart, and we're going to rapidly make our way to 433 to 443. So what did we do today? Well, in our gap trading series and short selling series, we talk about this day in and day out, day in and day out. We hammer it into your head because it's so important. It's a strategy that works often. And what we do is we short breakdown candles. We have a breakdown candle, and we short it here at 397. Okay, where are we wrong? If we start closing at 408, above 406, 408 on a 5-minute, 15-minute hourly close above this, we don't set a stop loss in the system. We manually close our position if we close, because we could spike through here and come back down. The market will trick, trap, and frustrate you and make you look like a fool. So we waited. We got the signal. Because this is what I discussed in the video before it got corrupted, is if we're going to open lower here, we're going to melt down and then retest this low. So here you have already from 397 to 390. We already have a $7 move. I got out at my 1%, so I made $120 this morning off of this stock on a day trade, and there's definitely was more downside, but I know that this stock is volatile. There's an area of support. We might fill this gap. I'll probably if we come here. What time is it? 11 o'clock? Probably not. If we would have came down here immediately, if we would have dropped like a rock within the first 30 minutes to this number, I would have been a buyer here. Now it's 11 o'clock. We're going to come out on 11:30. This could be a buy area, but we're already, the morning has already gone. The juice is limited, and we can just maybe just chop around here for the rest of the day and then continue lower tomorrow. Who knows, but I would rather now just wait for tomorrow's setup. I made a day's pay. I'm happy. So hopefully you learned something here. I really miss. It's unfortunate that that video got corrupted, but I'll see you tomorrow.